Welcome everyone to RimWorld Season 1. Man, I'm excited to start this series. Well, I say Season 1. I've technically played RimWorld before, but never like this. This is modded. This is more serious. I've actually practiced and trained a bit with the game. Not just with the game, but with this crew. So what we're going to do in this first episode is introduce you to all of our colonists and kind of show you around this map. I did spawn a number of different maps until I found one that I liked, and I love this map. It has tons of stuff to mine, some cool like prefab buildings and stuff, and most importantly, this is where our colony is going to live, right in here, which is very protected. Very protected. The bad guys will basically, unless there's some way that they have to dig that I don't know about, which is entirely possible, they'll have to come in this way, which is awesome that I already have a bottleneck. And if need be, I can come up here and do some other stuff up here, when the time comes. But for the most part, my people will stay down here in these mountains, which is really, really fun and really cool. So let's meet our colonists. First up, we've got, of course, Hilldragon. Hilldragon, let's learn a little bit about him. He's, let's see, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Hilldragon, I say he, it's she. I will probably mix that up. Hilldragon, when he created his character, he asked me to either make the character gay or make it a woman. And I was like, well, let's just do a woman. I think that's funnier. And I only gave them 2 traits, and I'd have to swap out a trait for gay. I could just add a 3rd trait, but I didn't feel like doing that. I'd be breaking my own rules. So Hilldragon is a woman, 35 years old. Her childhood was filled with video games, and in adulthood, she's a technology doctor or tech support. Yeah, basically, she loved technology research and hoped to improve human life by doing it. So tech support, but in a very positive manner. More than that, but that's what it sounds like to me anyways. It's just funny. She is incapable of firefighting. Why is she incapable of firefighting? Because she's a pyromaniac. Hilldragon has a really, really awful sense of humor. Well, awful as in really, really good. Hilldragon loves fire. She will never extinguish fires. Thanks for that. To relieve stress, she will occasionally go on random fire starting sprees. This happens more often if her mood is low. So we need to make sure Hilldragon is happy. She's the only woman of the crew, and we need to make sure she's very happy. She's also a I've never really thought of how to pronounce this. Proslophile? Basically, she likes prosthetics. And she has one. She has a claw hand, which is really stinking cool. As you can see, she's mostly just really, really smart. She'll be doing a lot of research, but she's decently good at a lot of other things as well. And health, anything interesting here? Oh yeah, the sleep, sickness, right hand, power claw, and then a burn. They've all got different various scars. Nothing big to talk about there. So, Bait is up next. Bait is a male colonist. He's 20 years old. By the way, everyone is 20 years or older, even if they put in an age younger, because you have to be 20 or older to have the adulthood backstory, and I want everybody to have the adulthood backstory. So the lowest your character can be is 20. So, Bait was a history student as a child. Bait learned many artistic forms. Great grammar there, game. As he grew older, he began to study legends from his homeworld, legends of the lizard-like beings at the center of his culture's folklore. And as an adult, he's space pirate. Piracy appears everywhere, that governments are weak and society spread thin. He's incapable of nothing, which is nice. Traits, chemical fascination. Bait has an intense fascination with chemical sources of enjoyment. He will consume much more of them and will sometimes go on hard drug binges. He will ignore directives to not use pleasurable drugs. I don't know that I'm going to be delving much into drugs, so hopefully we won't have much of an issue with that. He's also a night owl, which is interesting. I need to go ahead and fix that while I'm thinking about it. Let's go to restrict. And we need to give him, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours of sleep, starting at 10. There we go. clear this out, and then let's make joy the hour at 8 o'clock in the morning so everybody can participate in joy together. And that's good to help with socialization and stuff like that. So that is Bates' character. Just Brady, or Brady the Just, is technically his YouTube name. However, we have to shorten it, so it's just Brady. He's a male colonist, 20 years old. He was a sentimental child growing up. Brady's character creation warms my heart. Oh, and by the way, if you're these people and you see something that looks a little bit different, it's just because of something. There was a conflict somewhere. I've adjusted things accordingly. Don't worry too much about it. Just Brady was a nice child. When anybody had a problem, he tried to fix it. But being a child, he did not always succeed. This hurt his sensitive soul. He dreamed of being a soldier who fights raiders and aliens. His adulthood is that he's a medieval minstrel. Just Brady was a traveling entertainer on a medieval world. He could always be found telling stories or singing songs and is capable of protecting himself from the dangers of the road. However, he was always conspicuously absent whenever there was hard labor to be done. So he can't cook, he can't build, he can't grow, he can't mine, he can't smith, he can't tailor, he can't craft, and he can't haul, which is hysterical. But what that helps us do is that helps us pinpoint him to do other things. It's actually kind of nice. His traits are that he's kind and that he's an optimist. He's also an intellectual and an artist, which is a huge part of the thing. Because he's a minstrel, I thought, oh well, I wonder if there's an instrument mod. And sure enough, there's a mod where I can build a piano, and he can go play it, and I think it causes him joy and anybody who's listening. I think. And by the way, I'll have a list of all the mods I'm using down below. There aren't that many. One makes the planet look greener. One is obviously the one that allows me to customize my colonists. And one is a really cool one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's something about if someone is on their way to a job or on their way back from a job, I can't remember which, they will, if they see something that needs to be hauled, they will haul it, which is really cool. And, well, this is assuming they can haul. I only have 3 people who can haul. So yeah, so that's Just Brady. Then we've got Kenai, or Cypher Sorzen. He's a male colonist, 33 years old. Childhood was a wasteland wanderer, born into a wealthy family on a desert world. Kenai was cast out after a hired attack squad destroyed his ancestral home. The boy managed to hide in a cooling duct beneath his family's villa, vowing revenge against the killers and whomever had hired him. Lucas struck out into the wasteland alone. Lucas? Who's Lucas? I feel like that's a glitch. Art disabled, so he's not artistic. Spy. Kenai was trained by his government in infiltration and espionage. He learned to keep a cool head and to talk his way out of light situations. When talking didn't work, he was capable of more violent direct action, which is pretty cool. So he's incapable of art, which is no big deal because we've got Just Brady for that. He's a careful shooter. This is a cool trait. He takes more time to aim when shooting. He shoots less often than others, but with much more accuracy. Pretty cool. I like it. It's fun. And he's going to have a sniper rifle, which makes him shoot even less often because a sniper rifle doesn't shoot that often. But he's generally pretty accurate. Unless I tell him to go attack a sleeping boar, and then he misses. You'll see that later. He's also a proselyphile. Now, he is a bit different. He doesn't just have a claw. He has a bionic eye, which increases his the eye efficiency. I don't know if that helps with aim or whatever. And he has a bionic arm. So both of those help him do better. Let's go back over here. He's good at shooting. He's actually a really good character at important things like shooting. He's great at that. He's good at crafting, which is important later. Medicine, he's pretty decent at. He's also very intellectual. He's a good all-around character for most things, most integral things. Then there's Kleos. I'm assuming it's Kleos. I'm assuming it's Kleos as in a play on chaos. So that's how I'm going to pronounce it. But it might be Kleos. I'm going to say Kleos. He's a male, 21 years old. Childhood was a cat herder. This is one of my favorite backstories. Kleos helped out in his father's cat breeding business, socializing, herding, and feeding hundreds of cats. When he refused to clean up after the cats, he was transferred to the breeding science division. Social +2, cooking +2. Hauling disabled, and this is my favorite part, cleaning disabled. The cat person is incapable of cleaning. I love that. but then as an adult, he was a con artist. Kleos never created anything in his life. He did, however, prove to be a natural at getting others to give him what he wanted, which is pretty cool. He's incapable of violence, so he does not attack. He does no shooting and no melee, so every time we get into a fight, I've got to like tuck him away, make sure he doesn't get in the line of fire. He can't clean and he can't haul. He's a jogger, which makes him faster, and he's kind, which makes him nice, and people like him more. He's very social. He's really good with animals. He's our main animal guy. And we've got two animals, by the way. One's a dog. His name is Broadway. The other is a wolf named Boogie Woogie. And we'll give one of these to Kleos, one of these to Just Brady here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and turn on their training while I'm thinking about it. The next thing we need to do is take a look at the work. So we want to turn on manual properties. I'm just going to assume you know what this is and know how this works from RimWorld. Basically, you're choosing who does what in what priority. And I always set these first four to, oh wait, not this one. The first 4 to 1 for everybody that needs them. Yeah, let's set that doctor to 2. These are my main doctors, a 6 and a 5, and they're passionate about it. Bed rest is a 1. We want people to rest when they need to rest. Flicking, let's allow everybody to flick. Warden, yes, we definitely want you wardening. Wardening is when like you have prisoners. So not something we need to worry about for a while. Leave that at a 3. Leave that at a 3. Oh, I see there's actually a different hierarchy here than I thought. Let's just put those at 4 and that one's at a 3. That's fine. I want Kleos to mostly do the wardening. Yeah. Handle animal. This will be a 1 for Kleos and a 2 for Just Brady. And no for Hill Dragon. Well, Hill Dragon's passionate in it, so I suppose he can. I'll put it at a 3 just in case it comes up that he needs to at some point. Cooking. Bait's first number 1 outside of the first ones. Kleos, nope, not going to cook. Hill Dragon's passionate in cooking, so I'm going to let that be a 2 for him just in case Bait is busy doing something else or if he's sick. You always want to have at least 2 people on everything just in case someone's sick or dies. And then you forget to check the box and no one's cooking. Kenai can also cook. We're going to let him do a 2 on cooking. Hunting, we'll have Bait a 3 on cooking. Hill Dragon a 3 on, hunting. Just Brady a 4 on hunting. He's passionate about it. No, let's put him at a 3. I want him to develop that. It's also good target practice, I believe. Kenai's our main hunter, though. He'll have the sniper rifle, so that's good. Construction, let's put everybody at a 2. I need everybody that can construct to construct well and do it. Grow, this is going to be mostly... Is it mostly Kleos? Yeah, it's mostly Kleos. I don't have a great grower, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to set that as a 2 for these guys, even though they're not great at it. Actually, no. Let's take that back. I think Kleos can keep up with the growing for now. I think he should be able to. Mining, I want... For right now, I want everybody on a 1 on mining. We'll change that later, but for now, we've got a lot of mining to do. Plant cut as well. I want that to be a 1 because I'm going to have a lot of wood and stuff to move around. Again, we'll come back and change those. Smithing, that's only on like a per needed basis, so we're just going to set that to a 2 for Kenai on all 3 of those, Craft, Taylor, and Smith. Art will be a 2 for Just Brady. I don't want him to do it over really important things, but I do want him to do art once we are able to do art. Let's go ahead and set Hill Dragon to a 3 on these, along with Kenai, and the rest of them don't need to do any of that. Bait is decent at art. Let's go ahead and put that as a 3 for him. No, let's do a 3 for him, just in case he wants to. Hauling, let's set that to a 2. No, let's set that as a 1 for everybody because that's pretty important. Cleaning, we're going to set as a 2 for everybody. Research will be a 2 for everybody except for, because they're all super passionate about research except for Kenai, which is ironic because he's really good at research. So we're going to put him at a 1 for research, as well as Hill Dragon. Hill Dragon's our main researcher because he's 11 with double passion. So that's awesome. Okay, so that's all we need to do there. Now we need to go through allowing all of these things to be grabbed, which is a little bit of an annoying process, but it must be done. We also need to take care of who gets what guns. So Hill Dragon, you're going to get a bolt-action rifle. Bait, you're going to get a bolt-action rifle. Kenai, you're going to get the sniper rifle. Just Brady, you're going to get the revolver. Okay? let's start unforbidding those. We'll unforbid all the clothes and knives and stuff so they can move those or equip the clothes if they so please. The medicine, definitely. Hopefully they grab that. There's pants. Let's go ahead and let Tame move now. Okay, so they're equipping up. Now, I need to go ahead and tell them, I want them to bring that stuff over here. For now, this is going to be our main stockpile zone. Let's just set that for everything right now. Okay, good. So they're starting to move. Let's go ahead and speed things up over there. So they should start bringing all that stuff. I want to go ahead and get this out of the way. Just let them move all that in. I also want to tell them to harvest all the heal root that's around here. Or anything that's able to be harvested, honestly. Anything else? Anything else? Not seeing anything. There's lots of heal root, which is nice. But this will be good food and medicine and all that stuff. So let's get all that. Okay. Good enough. So they'll start harvesting stuff. Look, Bait's already harvesting. Good job. Oh, now Bait's asleep. You want to know why Bait's asleep? Because it's nap time for Bait. It is now 12 o'clock. Time for Bait to take a nap. That's what you get for having a night owl. It is nice having a night owl, though, because stuff happens at night. Like, you can have stuff done at night, which is really, really nice to have. Oh, they're all going and they're harvesting right now. But they're not bringing it over here. That's kind of annoying. Come on, guys. All right, so let's start looking at some other stuff in here since we're going to be building our base. I think, because bedrooms is one of the first things I need to deal with. So let me go ahead and start planning that out while they're doing all that stuff. So mining. Okay, so this is steel in here. We want to cut through that. For now, because I want this to happen quickly, let's mine through to here. And I want, let's see, the rooms are going to be, it'll be wall, room, wall, hallway. Do that really far down. Okay? This is where our bedrooms are going to be. And we'll have more stuff along in here, but I want to go ahead and get their bedrooms going. The first night, they're going to have to sleep out in the grass or whatever. Wherever they intend to sleep. Doesn't matter to me. Come on, guys. I really want this stuff put up. Do I need to increase haul? I suppose I should. Oh, haul's already a 1. Great. Oh, a plant cut was a 2 or a 1. I should change that to a 2. That's my fault. So yeah, Bait's working. Bait's working the midnight hour, man. It's crazy. Now what are you doing? Oh, are you lugging that stuff over here? Good job, Bait. Bait's doing exactly what he should do. Where are you going now? Are you hauling? What are you doing? Oh, you're eating. Ah, you got some berries. Okay. I do need to build some beds, so let's go ahead and get that going. What am I looking for? Furniture. I'm just going to put them along this mountainside here. It doesn't really matter. What do I need? 5? Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right, so Bait is mining still. Everybody else should be waking up soon. Oh, no, they are awake. That's the dog that's asleep. Where is everybody? Holy cow, where is everybody? Oh, there they are. I was about to say. All right, Kenai's still asleep. What are y'all doing? Oh, y'all are harvesting. Okay, that's fine. Harvest away. It'll give you something to eat. That's fine. And what's this? That's silver ore. Nice. Very, very good. I also should go ahead, I think, and put in a zone for growing. I think I've decided I like doing 5x5 zones and staggering them. Or actually, wait, no. 5x6 zones. We'll talk about why in a second. For the first 2 zones, and that'll be potatoes. So I'll have this potato zone, and then I'll have another potato zone that I'll do next to it when this one's at about 50%, so that we stagger when the potatoes are coming in smaller groups. I used to do very large growing areas. Not doing that anymore. So now Bait's asleep while Hill Dragon's doing the work. Typical man. All right. I don't want to hunt yet because I don't have a butcher's table. I kind of need that before I bother hunting. Yeah, it's slow going on the mining right now because there's only one of them that can do it. I suppose, actually, there's a lot of steel right here. Let's go ahead and get them mining that as well. I don't know how deep it goes. We're just going to chop up all that right here. I also need a little area, actually, now that I think about it. I need an area for... Well, I guess I could do it in here. Part of me wants to, like, dig this out, though. Like that. And make this one big room for, like, making stuff and cooking and eating. Stuff like that. Bait once again. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Hill Dragon and Just Brady got their beds. Congratulations. I'm glad it was Hill Dragon. The last thing I need is her going off and starting fires. Good grief. And if she doesn't start a fire, the boomalope over here will. Or boom rap, sorry. Boom rat. Oh. Package survival meals. What are those doing over there? What else am I missing that's hidden around? That's not even right. Oh, and there's a steam geyser right here that we'll be using for power. That'll be most excellent. All right, anything over here I'm missing? Aha, some stones up here. Steel, yeah, I definitely need that. Yeah, there's this building up here. Need to check that out at some point. I don't think there's anything that I need to do with it necessarily, but it's interesting nonetheless. See how everybody's doing. All right, so they're out here mining. That's okay. I need them doing that a little bit. And I think I will leave them to their mining for now, and we will see you guys on episode 2. Don't forget, if you'd like to add your creation of you in RimWorld to the next season or future seasons, click the link in the description below and you'll have a little Google Sheet form to fill out, and send me the link. Make sure you click on the form, click on the link, and then go to File, make a copy, and then it'll create a copy of the file in your own Google Drive, and just customize it and send me a link to your file, and then I'll get you added in for future seasons. Thanks for watching. Adios. Goodbye.